else knows about this?
Just me and Galen.
Good. This boat's ours. Someone's here.
What?
Someone's living in our boat.
I've carried this film with me longer than any of my other ideas. I had this idea back in college in the late 90s. And it started just with the idea of a man hiding out on an island in the middle of the Mississippi River. It just kind of came to me. Sometimes ideas kind of just hit you in the head. And then I started looking into that area. It was a place in my home state that I wasn't really familiar with, the river. And I found a book that had photographs of people who lived there. And I was just kind of fascinated by all these people. And I went down and just started looking into it. And my story kind of grew from there. You know, all the details kind of grew out of going down and seeing this place. Ty Sheridan, who plays Ellis, the main boy, he was in The Tree of Life by Terrence Malick, and my producer, Sarah Green, produced that film. And she just said, you know, you really have to meet Ty. And, you know, he was the physical embodiment of this character I'd written. He looked like him, he behaved like him, and he was from this place. He was from East Texas. His accent was perfect. I think he's a movie star for sure.
Where the hell did he go?
I don't know.
And then there's Jacob, who plays Neckbone. We just put an ad in the paper. We described his character, and we described him as a smartass. And his mother read it and said, well, that sounds like my son. And he showed up, and again, it was the same thing. It's like these characters that I'd written on the page just walked in the door one day.
You never said your name.
Mud. You can call me Mud.
Ma'am, have you seen this man?
No, sir.
Son, have you?
What do you do?
So when I had that idea back in the late 90s, I was thinking of Matthew McConaughey. I'd just seen Lone Star by John Sayles. And if you remember that film, he plays a sheriff, and the whole film is built around kind of building up the mythology of his character. And then you see him, and I felt like McConaughey supported the weight of that mythology. And the character Mud, I wanted to be an American myth, you know? That's why I wrapped him in superstition and everything else.
What'd you say, boys?
You got crosses in your heels.
Nails, shaped like crosses.
What for?
Ward off evil spirits.
You know, I actually began writing this as a getaway film. I was trying to subvert that genre a little bit, so I decided to have this man who's on the run be discovered by 14-year-old boys. And before you know it, I was making a coming-of-age film. So I really didn't think of it that way till it was done, and I was like, oh, that's what I've done.
You know you don't know him, right?
What have you been doing?
Everything you told me was a lie!